Hello? Hello, guys. Wait, hold up. Wait. Cut it. All right, guys, welcome back to Losers Bracket Best of 3 versus Saviors and STC. So, Noodle, I have high hopes from STC from last game. Do you think they're gonna put up a better fight than they did yesterday?
We definitely have two really good teams here. STC was pretty strong yesterday, and we did play against Saviors as well. And I did see some of their games in the tournament. They are a pretty strong team. They play well together, they team fight well together, and they pick comms that team fight well together. So this is going to be a really exciting game.
Yeah, it reminds me of like LPL teams. They team fight a lot, and I'm talking about the Saviors, by the way. Yeah, the Saviors love to team fight a lot, just like the Chinese teams. What do you think?
Yep, definitely. That's how I would classify them.
Yeah, talking about the bans, so they banned Tryndamere on the blue side. So Saviors banned Tryndamere, Echo, and Vagar. I think they're paying respect to Alphonse's Vagar. But what about the Tryndamere? That's very peculiar to me.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the Tryndamere ban. I think they just don't like playing against the Tryndamere. I've seen them pick Karthus quite a few times. Maybe the Karthus player does not like his ult being blocked by a Tryndamere ult,
Oh, yeah.
but Karthus is banned though, so I didn't notice that.
Yeah. Um, and on the red side, STC banning out Karthus, Anivia, and Tristana, paying respect to the mid laner of Savior. I forgot which twin it was, Shaher or Shamer.
I I'm not sure as well, but I think it's Shire.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's Shaher as well. Yeah, his Karthus did a number on us in our game.
Yep, definitely. And the main thing is his team does a good job playing around that Karthus ult.
Yeah, but I see that SCC picked a very team fighty comp. You know what I would like in SCC's comp right now? A Jarvan jungle. It would round out their team fight. Like if you Jarvan ult, Cataclysm, and then Galio ults in, that could be a great wombo combo.
Yep, definitely. I agree.
Yeah, and
The Saviors, on the other hand, they're going for long team fights. They've got
eh,
that Tarikal, they've got that Trundle and the Shen as well. They want the Vayne and the Heimerdinger to survive as long as possible.
yeah, I think as you said, like Shaher, he is a one-trick Heimerdinger. He does play Heimerdinger a lot, but I didn't get to see Heimerdinger in this tournament yet, so I'm quite excited.
Yes, definitely.
And it's a Hecarim jungle. Ooh, and we have a Vayne at the bot lane, so that's one of your favorite champs, isn't it, Noodle?
The Vayne?
Yeah.
Oh no. That's one of the champs I can't really play well. I always end up tumbling into the enemy and dying.
Well, but I met you. The first game I ever met you, you were playing Vayne.
I'm pretty sure we were playing in a pretty low elo game, if I did well.
Hey, you were in my match, so it wasn't a low elo game.
You know how league matchmaking is sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but the team, I don't like Tarek. Tarek is just such a disruptor in team fights. Like, imagine Leona going in, Ashe ulting, and then they trying to fight, and Tarek just ults. It could just destroy the whole, combo just with one click R. So it could be very bad for STC. But I'm really excited about the engages from STC. Seems pretty cool.
Yeah, a lot of the team fights will come down to how well SCC play around their Tarikal. The Tarikal is no joke,
It
and
isn't.
I think we learned that the hard way in our last
Oh,
match.
yeah. Last match in the tournament, Tarek just wrecked us. I still have bad memories about that.
Have fun. Khalid says have fun in mid lane. His Heimer did not let me have fun. Ooh, so we've got some people that are already vouching for how scary Shahir's Heimerdinger is.
Oh, yeah. But I haven't seen it yet, so I'm excited to see what happens in this game.
Orny giving out some geography lessons in chat.
Yeah.
Can we get a geography hype?
Geography. So, as I ask everyone in this cast, so ke jitbo?
I think since like since the first game I played against the Saviors, the game they played against us was very clean, and I've sort of been a small fan of them. So I really want Saviors to win this, but these teams I would say they're pretty close in terms of skill. So I think this is I would say this is gonna be a 2-1 to Saviors.
Oh, yeah. I think this game, the first match, I'm gonna give it to STC. If they can pull it off, and if they pull it off against Tarek, I think they'll take an easy victory. Because STC lacks a lot of damage. I think Shen top lane, Saviors like damage, but Heimerdinger, we need to raise our dongers for Heimerdinger.
14k RIP in chat rooting for Alphonse after sending him to the lower bracket.
Oh, from 14k. Ah, I see. So we're finally gonna get into the game after the spectators delay. Arnie, you should join us on the stream so you can commentate too, or just say a few words.
Hi guys.
Oh,
Konnichiwa.
oh, Arnie's already here. Didn't even notice.
I'm always here to support my friends.
Saviors.
No, you guys.
Oh, okay. So you're trying to saviors aren't your friends.
Yeah, I
Wow.
really like Saviors. I love how they play. Been a little fan of theirs.
Oh, okay, okay.
Same.
Can relate to Noodle.
So Arnie, who do you think will win? Kejit po.
I don't want to pick sides, but as I mentioned, I'm a fan of the Saviors. So, kind of hoping for a very interesting match today.
So
Kind of
you
hoping.
so you
Yeah,
want the Tarek to win? The
maybe.
Tarek?
The
But I thought you
toxic
hated
Terry. I do, but also very OP.
I'm not actually rooting for anyone, but just by the team comp, I think STC should win this. It depends on their laners.
Well, I'm just really excited to see a fight, like, where there's Tarek ult. I think it's going to be super interesting and exciting because Tarek is broken with his ult.
Yeah. Yeah, and saviors are gonna engage and fight a lot. I know them, I've seen them, I've played against them, and they do fight a lot. So we're in for a lot of fighting.
Yeah. Fight high.
Fight hype. Oh, okay. The Trundle pick. So you were right, Noodle. It was Shaher, the twin that is actually the mid laner.
Yep.
I see the teams. They're saying good luck, have fun. Very sportsmanlike in the game. Very well mannered. Noodle, would you ever say good luck, have fun to your enemy teammate?
I say it every game.
Oh. Mm. Yeah, so both junglers starting on the bot side. They're gonna do some parallel jungling. Both bot laners helping the junglers as they should. I think people in the chat are having trouble understanding what we're saying because or just trolling. Who knows?
I think trolling. But shout out to Mushroom, who's also a very big supporter of 14K. But yeah, he's just here supporting 14K for
Even though
God
they're
knows
not
what
played.
reason. Yeah.
Unfortunately, he'll have to wait a few more days for that 14K VS match.
Ooh, we see Hecarim approaching mid lane for a gank. Hammerdinger didn't have to waste any of his summoners, and Hecarim just walks away. Heimerdinger brings a lot of pressure into the lane. he keeps he always has his lane pushed because of turrets, and it also sometimes as a jungler I don't like ganking Heimerdingers because there's a chance that both of us will die from the turret damage.
Has reconnected.
Yep, I feel you. Even when Heimerdinger's at bot lane, I feel risky asking my jungler to gank for me.
Yeah. And the game is paused. We see STC's jungler needing to reconnect into the game, so we're going to take a short break. And we're back into NGL Premiership League of Legends mid-season 1, lower bracket round 5, Vagabonds versus DJ.
Oh, that's the
So-
other match.
Oh, that is the
So
other.
So many names. It's hard to.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's Saviors versus Static Tribe Righteous. Oh, and we see Ravager.
But if you also want to see Vagabonds versus DJ, there's another stream going on from our page as well.
Oh yeah. Nice segue. I actually wanted to set up the segue for Noodle. Yeah, Vayne's going to have a hard time farming in this lane, and it shows with the CS difference between Vayne and Ashe. Vayne only has 21, where Ashe has 37. Oh, and Shen takes down Set by himself. A to Z having a hard time at top.
not in the form that he showed in the first 2 games yesterday.
Even though he's playing Set.
The Savior is trying to set up a Baron over here. I mean a Dragon. All because of
It's the same. We just need
like,
focus.
it's an Infernal Drake. What do you think about handing over an Infernal Drake for free like that, Judd?
I would never hand it over, but if they had a Heimerdinger on the other team, those turrets can take down objectives really easily, and I wouldn't want to just walk into there.
Yeah, definitely. I think Hecarim was just a little bit unprepared for that.
Yeah, and bot lane, STC was winning. I'm surprised they let that dragon away.
Yeah.
A to Z still managed to have some good farm up the top lane, but he's really losing out on the trades.
Hecarim ghosting in. So the Trundle. Shen also
Shen.
Trundle and he becomes haunted.
Oh, and Galio coming in.
Galio and Hammer's here as well. Since Shen did not get the memo to run away, he gets trapped between 3 people and dies.
A to Z getting that kill. This could turn the matchup around. And Hecarim steals away the Gromp. I think that was an absolute win for Static Tribe Righteous. Welcome back, Barney.
Hello.
So, how do you feel about the Carrick plus Vayne combo? Have you played that matchup? Do you like that matchup?
It's definitely a hard lane early game, but if you manage to get some farm into the Vayne, get her 4 items, then it's definitely strong into the team fight. If you get the tag also, you get the heal from the stuns.
Ooh, Trundle in the enemy jungle, but Hecarim is so low, but he's gonna go down. No,
Trundle
oh,
still takes Hecarim down.
and he's still in the jungle. Galio moving in, trying to get that. That is a slippery Trundle. He made 2 people use their flash. Over there, Trundle played it really well because he made Hecarim tank the blue buff, being that low, and he got a lot of damage off. So I think it would be hashtag worth for Trundle.
They call it a skirt.
Hashtag work.
It's the last you'll get.
I'm surprised Ravager 17 wanted to make that play, even though bot lane play. Ooh, but Ashe gets a return kill. Vayne trying to go in on Ashe, but that minion wave.
That minion block. The great wall of minions. Vayne forced out of the flash. Shen taking that kill away from Vayne. I think that 300 gold would have been more worth on Vayne there.
Yeah, and we're back into the pause time because Ashe disconnected, and we will be back. And we're back to NGL Premiership, League of Legends Mid-Season 1 lower bracket, round 5. STC versus the Saviors. I got it right this time. Hey, it's not my fault. I'm still moderating both the game.
Trundle on top, guys, and also that's going down. That was a bit of greed from Set for the plates, but I understand.
But what I don't understand is A to Z didn't back after he got that kill on Shen, so he had a lot of standing gold. You shouldn't go in during those times, I think.
Favors use the rituals on top, you take a few plates and then back off. Dragon's about to come out. Dragon is up. Neither of the teams have any vision controller on Dragon at the moment.
Dragon time.
Ooh, we see Saviors starting up the dragon. Hecarim's nowhere in sight. Leona sees this. But Trundle's already here. Oh, Ashe goes in.
Ashe on Leona on. Static is quick to respond. And 3 go down from the Saviors. Vayne's just standing there, wondering what the team was doing, starting the Baron. I mean, the Dragon. There you go again.
It's
I
alright.
can't get it right.
Yeah, but Vayne forced out the Ashe flash in the midst of that.
Okay, I must have missed that out.
Yeah, but I don't understand why Hecarim was nowhere in sight. He should have
Hecarim
better
was
drive.
played, but Galio, they changed their combo as well in that time.
Yeah, but they still
But
lost
the
the
Dragon,
dragon.
yeah, still going over to Savior.
The Savior. Alphonse is huge in this game. Galio with the 3-2. They know that Ashe doesn't have a flash, but there's a TP coming in. Alphonse is still here, and he waiting for the taunt, and he gets Vayne. Goes in for the Taric. Taric's gonna go down too, and they want to hand it over to Ashe, and she gets it.
Beautiful TP from the Galio.
Yeah, in this game, Galio's everywhere. now Shen losing out the trade, but he
Set
forced to
the
flash.
Flash on Shen.
Everyone keeps talking about Shahir's Heimerdinger, but he's not having much of an impact in this game, as much as Galio has.
Yes, Heimer's a champion that will mostly sit mid lane, push turret, push the minion wave in 24/7, and Galio is utilizing that immobility and moving around the map to help his team. And so far it has worked out really well for our standards.
Learn something.
Add to the completed Blade of the Ruined King already.
Latest in Freljordian fashion. They call it a skirt.
Now we see Galio's Winds of War, his Q, just demolishing Heimerdinger's turrets. So one Q destroys all of Heimerdinger's turrets, so it becomes very hard for Heimerdinger to set up his turrets. Ooh, and Trundle and Hecarim fighting. Ooh, Galio goes in and he gets the kill! Wherever there's a fight, Galio follows up every time, either with a teleport or his ult.
And Heimer just can't keep up, and that's something the Savior is not playing well around.
Yeah, I think the Saviors need to understand that they have a low mobility mid laner who can't follow up with everything that is happening on the map.
Dragon is about to come up and go to the mid and bot lane for that seems to have lane control over here.
Yeah, and look-
caught out clearing a ward in the middle of nowhere.
Force the flash. And Ashe goes in, Taric ult comes in as well. They're gonna wait out the Taric ult. Hecarim goes in for the Vayne, gets the kill, and Taric loses his life too. Set trying to go in on Heimerdinger, will get the kill, but he's caught out between two people. But his teammates are there. Ashe flashes, and everyone will live in this fight.
Wow.
That's a victory for STC, and they're gonna get this dragon. The team fight potential that Static drafted is proving too much for Saviors, I think.
Yes, the speed and the mobility they have in their comp is something that Saviors aren't playing well around. And they're getting caught. Trundle got caught in the Baron and Dragon did. And Vayne and Taric getting caught by Fiona and the Tribal. Saviors have not yet been able to get a proper 5 versus 5 in the game. Trundle has gotten caught or started a few fights one-on-one against the Hecarim, and the Galio has responded pretty fast, and Heimerdinger was still stuck in mid lane because of champs that he's playing. And little by little, Saviors have fallen back by 7,000 gold.
That's a huge difference. Trundle goes on top lane, Set holding his haymaker for a long time, and he goes down. Top lane.
So, George, what do you think the hopes of comeback are for Saviors in this game? Who do you think can bring them out?
It's
Fit?
definitely Carrot. Ooh, and Hecarim goes in, pushes Vayne out of Carrot range, and he gets a double kill. Hecarim now on a killing spree, and they're going to get the bot lane turret, I think. Alfonso gets caught by Trundle, but he is 5-0-4. I don't think Trundle wants this fight, but he still goes in. Meanwhile, Heimerdinger was just pushing mid lane.
Galio probably backed off, not knowing if Shen was gonna ult in as well.
Yeah, but it looks like Static Tribe might be running away with this game. Carrick is 0-5-1 this game. He's not having the impact we see that Carrick usually has in other games.
That's doing me a big sad.
It's doing
14k
you.
RIP saying Trundle wasting too much time at top just in the bot side game.
Ooh. Shen flashes the set ult. Yeah, Trundle's still sticking to top lane when his bot lane is in a dire situation. He believes in Savior's top
What do
laner.
you think about that? If you were this Trundle, would you have played this game on bot side knowing that Vayne is one of the carries in this team right now?
The thing is that junglers, they don't like to help a losing lane, and the bot lane has been losing since the start of the game. He did pick Vayne, and you know that plays in your mind that if I go there, that's not going to accomplish much. And he did see that Shen got a solo kill on Set. That's why I think he wanted to help Shen get a bigger lead so he could impact other parts of the map. But it's not working out at all. Shen is just stuck at top lane because Set did get the top lane turret all by himself with no help from Hecarim.
Yep, definitely. And things have just gone worse and worse for bot lane for the Saviors.
Yeah, and we're back in a pause time. And we're back from the pause timer. And I think Static forced to play 4v5. Ash has disconnected. How do you feel about this, Noodle?
It's definitely very unfortunate for SCC, and I understand where Davis also comes from. They want to keep their boss timer as well. They did allow 1 minute to be taken, but they want to keep their boss timer in case they have pieces like that in their team.
Yeah, I understand.
Definitely a hard decision to make, but Saviors definitely has the right to make that decision.
Ooh, we see Ash reconnecting into the game, and Ken goes down at top side. Xavier is starting off the fight, but they can't contest it because they do not have Ash with them right now. So the dragon goes over to the Saviors.
Saviors is on 3 dragons now, and they have Soul coming up next. The Mountain Soul would actually be really good for Saviors.
Yeah, but look at A to Z, he's pushing down, and he needs to make his way out of there. Sundo flashes in, tries to get set.
Galio is over there with Null. Chance ulting in for Sundo. I think... Oh, Galio decides to ult in too late.
Oh, but he does...
They get the kill on Trundle and Shen, but they do not manage to save set.
So it's a 1-for-2 in favor of STC. Alphonse coming out huge in this game. He is 6-0-5. Ash is 5-0-7. Both the carries deathless in this game.
They also have pretty big bounties from them. And Saviors being a team fighting team comp, if they manage to get one team fight, they might be back in the game.
Ooh, Hecarim disconnected now on the side of Static. That's the thing about Bangladeshi internet. There's no stability involved.
Very unreliable.
A summoner has risen.
Kondo getting caught with Eric right there, and Leona with the disengage. Yeah, but A to Z is proving to be a problem for Shen. Shen cannot deal with that anymore. He's just going to split push it down, I think. And Saviors don't have an answer for this. Ooh, Galio getting caught, but is it something that they already wanted? Heimerdinger just goes down, Galio lives with the stopwatch, and Kondo might go down too. That could be a Baron for Static. They're pinging it, they're moving towards it. Vayne at bot lane, Shen has to recall, so it could be an easy Baron for Static. Even with the ping issues and stuff, Static still dominating this game. That's gonna take down this turret. He's going in for the Vayne. Vayne is very low, might go down, flashes out of turret range, and he's going to take down Set being too cocky in a sense, I think.
Yeah, but that was also really well played from Bane.
Yeah. Set thought he was gonna go deeper into his turret, but she big brained it, didn't she?
Yeah, definitely a true there.
I'm glad that Static has all of their players in game right now. I wonder. Dragon gonna be up in less than 30 seconds. Set has his teleport moving to top side. He's going to teleport in. This is soul point for Saviors. And Trundle gets caught. Easy kill. Nothing to do there. It's going to be an easy dragon for Static.
Static has lost Saviors Galio, Ash, and Hecker dominating the game.
Ooh, Chen goes
in on Galio, and then finds out there's 3 others standing right beside him. Chen goes down.
So this Heimerdinger pick not turning out like it's supposed to, I guess. I wouldn't see them playing Heimerdinger again in this game, especially not against Galio. But I also think that Alphonse might not get his Galio. Ooh, Galio coming in. And he's legendary with that kill. Meanwhile, bot
lane, but Saviors have no answer for it. They're gonna take the inhib and rotate to mid. Galio taking top inhib. Take Baron lane. Static and they get even further ahead.
This game looks all but over at this point. Vayne never going to reach her potential, I guess.
Ash with 3 completed items, while Vayne's still sitting on 2. Same for the mid laners as well.
Yeah, Alphonse is so fed. Oh, Ash is also very fed. 7-0 and 9, where Vayne is 1-3 and 1. At this point, I think if you were in a game, Noodle, you'd be very tilted.
I think I would just be thinking about next game at this point.
Yeah, they're going for a 1-3-1 split push with Leona split pushing. Leona joins the team now. Set pushing at bot. Set going in, but Caracol comes in. Ash making her time, taking her time getting back into the game. Chen ult Trundle, but Ash going to clean it up, I guess. Oh, but she might die. Yep.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Alphonse just yeeted out of there. He wanted none of it.
And that's the kind of team fight we wanted to see all game from the Saviors. But this Galio, this Hecarim, they were just all over the map. And they did not let Saviors have that time to fight.
Yeah, I think they got too hyped to end the game, I think. Reset. Think about what comes next.
Dragon coming up, and this Mountain Soul could be a big thing for the Saviors. But I'm not sure with the state that their base is in right now that they can commit any resources to that Dragon right now.
They're trying to get vision around Dragon now. Galio having to back at this moment. There's 25 seconds left. And Omega Wolfpack disconnects at this crucial time.
That is very unfortunate. But fortunately, the Saviors do not know that. And it looks like they decide to just let them have it. Ash also disconnects from the game.
Oh boy.
And it looks like Static knows that Static knows Saviors do not know that they have 2 DCs and to take that advantage to take the dragon anyway.
Yeah. That was unfortunate for Saviors. They did not know that Hecarim was disconnected as well as Ash. Fondo waiting around Dragon, I guess, because he thinks that Static is going to attempt it. They have no idea that Trundle is behind there. I wonder if he gets caught now. And Hecarim disconnects again.
I think Hecarim's still in the game. That was just a spectator bug. Static still do not know Trundle is hiding there. Trundle is on the Baron.
Trundle might want to steal. He goes in. He might get it. But Set secures it, and they want to take the fight.
Big flashes in, but the Galio gets knocked down by the Set. Heimerdinger tries to get the kill on Galio. He misses, and Ash and Set are gonna hunt down Heimerdinger.
Ooh, but he missed the face breaker.
Galio's teleporting into bot lane.
They want to end the game right now.
I think Set is also gonna teleport back to doing top lane.
At least they're going to get at least all the inhibitors, or they might end the game right now. I really think they should.
They're playing it safe and playing off the inhibitor. But I don't know, if that Vayne did not flash in and die for that Galio, maybe that fight would have turned out differently.
Yeah. But Galio lives, and Vayne dies. This is a 35-minute game, but it looks like it's even longer because of the pause times. Dragon Soul coming up in 2 minutes. I don't think Saviors can even fight for it, but I think they might have the confidence to want it now because they've been seeing that they have been winning more fights now. Hecarim just gets caught, walks up to Heimerdinger, takes a lot of damage. Yeah, but I don't think the Saviors can contest this. Static pushing in. They just want to end it right here, right now. Carrick also comes in. Ken trying to be a nuisance, but will go down. Galio ults. Ooh. ATZ going in.
Knocked up and absolutely bopped by Galio over there. And this is GG.
GG boys, that was a great game. And we'll be back with the second game.
Static battling against many odds there to take that game.
Yeah, with the DCs and the Heimerdinger pick providing nothing for that game, I think. Look at that damage.
Look at that Galio damage. Alphonse absolutely popping off that game. He was everywhere.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that he might not get Galio anymore. What do you think, Noodle?
I think they're gonna allow the Galio. I think this Heimerdinger pick against the Galio did not work out, but Shahir might bring out something else to battle this Galio.
Yeah. But that was a very fun game to watch, even though there was so much time wasted on pause times.
Yep, it's rather unfortunate, but it is what it is, and we have to live with it.
Okay, so we'll be back with second game. I need to go set it up.
Alright, see you guys in a bit.
And we're back, guys, to NGL Premiership League of Legends Mid-Season 1 Lower Bracket Round 5 STC Righteous versus the Saviors. We see that Static is on blue side now. And so, what do you think, Nudo? Do you think the outcome will be any different? They picked Heimerdinger again.
And we're back,
guys, to
but
they
NGL
banned Galio this
Premiership
time.
League
League of Legends Mid-Season 1.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that Heimerdinger pick. Maybe they have a different plan going into this game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but this could be the last game that Saviors play. So picking the Heimerdinger when it didn't work out in game 1 is quite a bold move. STC is still choosing to go a very team fight oriented comp with Misfortune and Leona. And Saviors steal away a set from the earlier
Saviors
comp.
banning out Ezreal in the second round after Misfortune is picked for Static. Not sure what the planning was going into that.
I mean, in solo queue, I do see a lot of Ezreal mids, but I don't think Alphonse does play Ezreal mid. I might be wrong, but I don't know. I think it's just a inner thing that we don't know about. And Alphonse picking that Twisted Fate, we saw Alphonse's Twisted Fate in yesterday's game get demolished by LeBlanc. 14K's LeBlanc. Shout out to SKC's Shambo. But he still does have a lot of pressure again to influence other lanes where Heimerdinger will be stuck at mid laning.
Yep, Alphonse definitely saying ban my Galio, but I'm still not staying mid lane.
Oh, and it's a set jungle. Aatrox going top. What do you think about the bot lane? Clashmaster again choosing a weaker AD carry in this matchup. He's going to farm it up and wait for late game, I think.
Yep, Savior's going for a run them down comp in this game, while Static is the one with the more team fight oriented comp.
Yep. So we'll be back when this timer runs out.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Guys, welcome back. We're live and we're at NGL Premiership League of Legends Mid Season 1, lower bracket round 5, STC Righteous versus the Saviors. Looking at the team comps, I think that definitely Static has a better team comp if they get ahead.
Minions have spawned.
But you know, let's see what Aatrox has been nerfed, so he's not that strong beast that it was.
Watch your mouth, kid, or you'll find
Oh.
yourself respawning at home.
Technical difficulties. Hold on.
Watch your mouth, kid, or you.
Starting sooner there, arkadaşlar. No.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys.
Okay, and we're actually back there. You see that Saviors got 2 early kills. Aatrox got 1v1 solo kill against HC. And Hecarim died at bot lane. Watercress is having a hard time at top lane.
Ravager still deciding to focus top lane. But Heimer seems to have more of the control on mid lane this game than last game.
Yeah, it isn't that Galio against 2 anymore. Savior is looking better than they did last game. Bot lane has no summoners left on the side of Static. Seth's making his way back to the bot lane knowing this information. He hex flashed him.
Oh, he just used the blast cone. Savior is going to take early dragon again.
They seem to have that play for that early dragon down pretty well, I think.
Yeah, it's all because of this Heimerdinger with that pressure at mid lane. You can just go back and have a lot of damage on dragon. Ooh, Misfortune might be in trouble now. He goes down. I think Leona will go down as well.
Misfortune and Leona getting caught out by all the skill shots. Leona giving up hope, popping the recall in the enemy space.
Aatrox keeps going in on this Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser having such a hard time staying in this lane. Ponce is just ulting in to die.
Ravager aggressing on the other jungler again, and Alphonse responding to it with his ult. But this time, the top laner from Savior is there to respond.
Yeah, because Mordekaiser had a huge wave crashing in the top lane. He had to grab it or he wouldn't get any farm, which Aatrox isn't letting him at all.
Quite a difference in the start for Saviors in this game. It seems like they've really put some thought into what went wrong last game and come out with a comp that enables them to do what they want their comp to do.
Look at Heimerdinger's farm compared to Twisted Fate right now. That's the thing about best of threes or best of five.
You can adapt to what is going on and come up with new bands, new picks that could make it better. Ooh, Karma in trouble for a while, but I think Leona might be in danger right now. Fortune flashes, but still set flashes in. Heimerdinger responds to bot lane. And gets that over the set.
real quick from the Savior bot lane, they crashed out of Hecarim and Leona ult, and then they got the re-engage on. They bought enough time for their mid lane to come in and Seth to come in, and they get a kill on Leona over there.
Yeah, and the Saviors now are in a 3k gold lead in 11 minutes. It's quite a huge number. Bully this
Hecarim walks into Seth.
forcing him to ghost out.
And this dragon will most likely go to Savior.
Yeah, this game looks like such a difference between, from a different game since we had last time.
Saviors seem like a bit of a different team here, don't you think?
Yeah,
They're,
we just saw a shot.
they've got the jungler going in aggressive, but this time they have backup plans. They have their laners following him in.
And it's like they're on the same page. Last game we saw a bit of a confusion between all of them. Trundle was going in when the other team wasn't. And Alfonso gets caught and has to burn his flash. And he gets away. I didn't think he would make it. But the Rift Herald comes in at mid lane. Tower will be going down. Ooh, Hecarim goes in on... Oh, but he gets a kill. Yeah, but mid turret goes down to that Rifty. Savior extending their lead. Heimerdinger roams to bot lane again.
Turret plating will soon fall.
He gets that kill. So what do you think, Mudo? Can Static make a comeback in this game?
I think right now they're in a very tough position, and with the team fight team that they do have a chance of a good Leona ult combo with a good Fortune ult. But I'm not sure how much damage all that is going to do to the Savior team. Miss Fortune really needs her items to get going.
Yeah, we see River sitting on a full item ahead of
Blue team's turret
his
has been
Fortune.
destroyed.
Essence Reaver, where Miss Fortune just has some components.
Fortune has no components for the Essence Reaver, but not the cost to combine with items.
Alphonse's Twisted Fate not having that much of an impact as his Galio did last game. It did turn around a lot of fights that they had.
Definitely, he's getting outroamed by the Heimer. He also got outpushed as well. Things have not gone according to plan for Alphonse at all. Saviors pick up the Rift Herald and set it at top. The Dragon's going to come up in a second. Do you think Saviors give away the Dragon?
Team's turret has been destroyed.
I don't think so because Heimerdinger is making his way down there, and there is a pause on the side of STC. Probably their battle ping reconnecting time.
Yeah.
Situation looked very dire for Static. Oh,
Hello, Jerry.
Are we live or are we paused?
লাখ হয় MMS মারকে এই যে ভাই HD পাইছেন
We're live now, and we're back to
Hello,
NGL
Jerry.
Premiership League of Legends Mid-Season 1 Lower Bracket Round 5 STC Righteous versus the Saviors, and we're joined in the stream by newcasters Zoe, Sadman, and Nakib. Hi guys.
Hello. So how's it going?
Aatrox is huge right now.
Okay, so I think we're going to a third game.
It's still early for that. Static having technical difficulties for a while now.
What's your guess? What do you think the score was?
I
DJ
mean, we
versus
don't have to
Vagabond.
guess. We already knew because you
It's a
told us.
2-0.
Yeah, you already told us.
So how did those games go, guys?
It was very clinical by Vagabonds.
I heard there was a Fed Riven.
Yeah,
A Fed Riven, a Fed Echo.
their composition was really good. Morgana black shield দিতেছিল, Echo dive করে, black shield নেয়, engage করার পর alt করে back করে, Riven যায়, Zoe যায়, clean up করে. Very clinical.
দুইটা গেমই কি একই কম্পিটিং আছে or did any
No, the only thing common was, I guess, the Volibear from DJ's side.
Who constantly kept on ganking, but he didn't realize he was falling behind in farm.
Yeah, a similar situation happened in this game where Static Righteous got a lead, and I think Shaher was playing Heimerdinger, and Galio eto roam korchilo je Heimerdinger couldn't keep up. But a game he again took something that roams a lot, like Twisted Fate, but Heimerdinger was roaming way more. No, Salman. Great commentary.
Alright, seems like this pause is gonna take a while. So we're gonna go on a break and be back when the game resumes.
And come back with better responses than And we're back, guys, after a huge pause by Static Tribe. We're finally here.
They have everything worked out right now.
All the best. Wishing for the best. So, yeah, this Aatrox looks scary. Oh, but there's a 3-man pileup at top lane, and Aatrox will be going down. Static showing signs of life.
Saviors using that option. They get some damage.
JD, how was A to Z in the last game? I missed my A to Z.
A to Z was really good, but he did die 1v1 against a Shen early.
Okay.
But he came back swinging. He was on a color for it.
But we game MVP, I would say, is definitely Alphonse.
Yeah, he took the team on his back and he carried that.
I think he was Galio, right?
Yeah. এই গেমে সেম জিনিসটা হচ্ছে না।
Okay.
Alphonse goes golden and Seth walks out of there limping, but he still does get away.
Tahir is out of the one trying to take down the person state, and he gets collapsed on by the entire Static team. Twisted Fate ends up surviving.
But Mordekaiser are also doing a lot of work over there, almost taking down Seth. And Hecarim smites that blue away from the Saviors. So Noodle, and Prime, what do you think? Can STC come back in this game? Chitpo.
Not if Saviors get the ban over here.
Well,
Ooh, Static coming
STC is
in.
here.
Static not expecting this Baron. Saviors finished the Baron, and they're looking to get on Static. They get Sen pulls in the Hecarim, and they get the Hecarim. Twisted Fate has bot lane trying to get some. Swift pushing in, but it loses STC with Baron bot.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Joe, do you think if Saviors get this Infernal Soul, STC has any way back into the game?
No, I don't think if they get that Infernal Soul, which they will, Hecarim's still down. I mean, yeah, I think it's going to be over right after that. And they do
Yeah,
get
the dragon
soul.
is gone.
You think if Aatrox turned around it, he could have used that?
No, he couldn't have. Oh wait, he did get the soul, so yeah, he could.
Saviors pushing in without the set.
Okay, they're not going for the inhibitor. I think they're waiting for Seth to join.
Another thing that could be on their minds is if you get an early inhib without closing the game out, without having plans to close the game out early, it just gives free minions to your opponents to get back into the game, I think.
But it's like 23 minutes in the game. They have the Baron. They can get the inhibs, 2 lane. I don't know. Let's see.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, they're trying to push out, get the inhib turrets, I think. They might go for... I think Static needs to engage on this, and they do. Static gets Karma right away, but Hecarim goes down as well. Mordekaiser takes Heimerdinger into the Death Realm. He might not be able... He gets the kill! A to Z coming through. Leona goes in again. But Sivir running a havoc through. Alphonse finally makes it into the game, into the fight, and...
Oh, but he stuns the minion in front of Aatrox. It was a 2 for 3.
Leona trying to make something happen with the ult on Saber. Saber fell through right on time and walked back.
Yeah, that was well played by the Saviors, even though they had a couple of casualties. They still get both inhibs. I think the jungler of Static, he does over-aggress a lot in the game. And he expects the mid laner Alfonso to be there with him, but unfortunately he's not Galio this time. He can't save him from his over-aggression. It's not working out for him.
Are you smaller than before?
Xavier's
Okay.
going to keep the pressure on Static, even though Baron's coming up in a minute and a half.
A to Z is still waiting.
Saber gets caught out by Mordekaiser. The ult. Aatrox comes in at the back. Gets the misfortune. More dies still. Upset goes in behind to go 1v3.
Yeah, but that's
Okay.
easy win for the Saviors. Not talking about the game, talking about that fight.
Instead of taking this tower, they can actually push mid and end the game, I guess. Oh no, Misfortune is up. 5 seconds.
Defend their base 5 right now. Saber just keeps going in.
It's a noodle syndrome.
The noodles
Blue
and
team's turret has been
limping away
destroyed.
from the fight. 20 HP.
I like the sound of that. You can imagine the Saber yelling help in Discord as she runs away.
Funnily enough, it's just Noodle's voice. Saying help when he goes in 1v5. And Savior starting up the Baron again. I think this will lead them to end the game. With this push, they're all ready to fight once again. Oh, they also want Elder Dragon. They will get it.
I think this is what This is what Doom push looks like, right? Like 3 inhib down.
All of STC one-handed as they secure the other. Nation like one fight.
Yeah, Misfortune is trouble. Hecarim trying to get away from the fight. Sivir gets a triple kill. Might get the penta. He does get the quadra, but Mordekaiser is nowhere in sight. He's not giving him that penta. And Saviors take the game, bringing the game to a third game.
A very clean game from Saviors. They did exactly what they wanted to do with their comp. And Static just had no reply for them in the early game.
Yeah, they just snowballed their lead, and they were helping each lane get ahead from one lane. And it seemed very dire for Static from like maybe the 10th minute.
Kind of looked the opposite of game 1.
Yeah. Let's see the damage charts. Oh yeah. Static not doing much of anything that game, I think. I think they need to go back to their locker room or just stay in their house, talk about what they want to ban and pick. And hopefully they can come up with a better idea to win game 3 or put up a good fight. But until then, we're going to sign out for a while, be back with game 3. Stay tuned. And we're back in NGL Premiership League of Legends mid-season 1, lower bracket round 5 versus STC RTS and the Saviors. This is game 3. This is the final match of this series. And we're going to see how either team comes out ahead. So Shahir gets to pick his Karthus. What do you guys think about this? We've played against this, and we know what it's capable of. So, Gamma, what do you think?
Well, I think Karthus brings a lot to the table, a lot of damage, especially from mid to late game. Uh, we know that Karthus deals a heck load of damage with 2 items up, especially when he has Rabadons up and the Morello up,
Mm-hmm.
and he just deals a lot of damage all around the map, uh, which is always great for the team.
And I feel Karthus is not only a comfort pick for Shahir, but his whole team as well. Because they play really well around that Karthus ult.
Exactly. I think the Saviors always try to play around their mid laner, and they're very comfortable playing around the Karthus. Speaking from experience.
Yeah, but what do you think Alfonso will pick? Do you think he will pick that Twisted Fate again, seeing that it failed so miserably last game?
I think he might go for a third option here. We might see the Galio again,
Which is banned.
which is bad. Oh, right. So he might go for a third option. Twisted Fate, I don't think he's going to be picking Twisted Fate again. He's going for the
Oh,
Silas.
that's Silas. Me likey. So he can steal that Karthus ult whenever he wants and make Karthus pay for that. Yeah, but Nakib, you get to see A to Z on that set again. Are you excited?
Yes,
Yeah, you've told us that you're a big A to Z fan.
especially when he plays set.
Noodle, we're on starting soon again. We apologize.
It seems like I never learned from my mistakes. I'm sorry,
It's-
guys.
I think the chat won't forgive you, but I will always forgive you.
Same.
Yeah, so we see the Saviors comp rounded up with Garen top lane and Karthus mid lane with Sivir and Karma bot lane with Trundle in the jungle.
So correct me if I'm wrong because I don't really know much about mid matchups, but Silas is pretty dominant against Karthus.
Yeah, I think Silas does win against Karthus early game and late game, and Karthus cannot provide as much as Silas can in the lane, but I think where Karthus strives is helping his teammates get the kill or finish off the kill.
Yeah, I think Karthus has more DPS later on in the game than Silas does. Silas is more of a target lock-in type of champion, whereas Karthus is a AoE DPS champion.
So not only does Silas get to be dominant in mid lane, he also gets to steal Karthus' ult.
Which might hurt even more, given who has more AP.
I like how the bot lane picked their winning champions. Both Clashmaster and Shamir and Terex and Washed Up Reaper played these champions when they won. So this will decide who the superior bot lane is now. Noodle, you're master of the marksman role. along with Gamma. So, so what do you think of this matchup?
I love how you put that. And yeah, for this matchup, I think it goes down to the supports over here. Karma has a lot of ranged bow, whereas Leona has to all in those team fights. And over here, Karma has a shield, and Sivir can just stop the stun with her spell shield as well. So this will, I feel like this lane for Static will be based around ganks mostly, because 2v2 fight potential looks um, pretty low for Static. On the other hand, for Saviors over here, they look like they can um, poke down the Static lane and go in for those fights constantly.
Yeah,
I see a lot of all in and no turning back champions in static, especially in the bot lane. Like Leona, if she goes in, there is no coming back from that. Volibear, if he goes in, hard to come back. Silas goes in, hard to come back. So, as well as Set. So I see a lot of engage potential for static, but they have to make it work. When they engage, they have to make sure that they're going in at the right time.
Yeah, definitely. Static seems to have picked a team that's going for a drawn out team fight again. Whereas Saviors, they look like a team that's just turn on the cart assault and run at the enemy.
yeah, but I'm glad that Omega Wolfpack is playing something other than Hecarim. He's playing, but what confuses me is he picked Volibear into Trundle. In my games, when I'm playing ranked or anything, I like to play Trundle into Volibear because you can steal all of his stats and then you're just going to be unkillable later on. I'm very confused by the decision that Omega Wolfpack had in this game, but we'll only see it when this game comes into fruition. And also, Sadman, you love playing marksmans as well. So would you, in this case, want to be Sivir or Ashe?
I think Sivir here is a safe choice for me to go with because I have the Karma support. I have my spell shield, which can negate Leona's CC. So I think to be on the safe side, I would go with Sivir.
Mm, yeah.
And going
I,
back to a
Mhm.
point that you made about Trundle stealing Volibear's stats, if we go back to the last two games, most of the fights early and mid game seem to start at where the junglers come together, and then the laners show up at that point for the fight.
Yeah, I want to see how Alphonse he influences the lanes because Karthus has teleport and Silas has ignite. So I really liked when Alphonse was helping other lanes. It made the other lanes win, and that's how they took the first game. But when you saw that Alphonse was being shut down in the mid lane, the game just crumbled beneath their feet, I think. So it'll be interesting to see how these mid laners roam.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
It looks like a standard start from. Oh no, it's not a standard start. STC looks to invade. They got that ward.
Trundle, meanwhile, warded the red side of Saviors.
Take a good look. It's the last you'll get.
Minions have spawned.
This is
Blue
the
start
latest
from
in
Volibear.
Freljordian fashion. They call it a skirt. This. Just look closer and think about it less. Take a good look. It's the last you'll get.
Yeah, most of the games now are defined but by the bot lane, and I want to see Volibear being more proactive in the early game, helping the bot lane out. What do you think about this matchup? Garen into Set.
I think it's a skill-based matchup. Garen can outplay a Set, and Set can also outplay a Garen, given how they itemize. And early on, I think Set has the better advantage until Garen has his ult up. So I think it's a skill-based matchup. Garen actually relies heavily on his ultimate, so
Yeah, he does. Two of the bot lane sits too. I think that Garen Silas will be a problem for Set because he relies on a lot of spell casting. And we get our first pause timer. Volibear.
where's Blood?
Yeah, that was devastating for Static.
They're trying to deny the Garen as much farm as possible.
I think Volibear goes down here, and he does. Clashmaster getting that kill. Speaking of Clashmaster, do you think that Clashmaster's name comes from Clash of Clans?
I wouldn't know. Haven't really played that game.
Yeah, but Nakib. Nakib's close one plays Clash of Clans. I think, right, Nakib?
No, that's Clash Royale.
Oh, okay.
But the same company.
Ooh, that's
think
trouble here.
Set messed up his W.
Yeah, but he flashes away, but Trundle's there with the pillar, and he's going to go down. Trundle gets the kill. Yeah,
But
no,
this is what I was talking about. When Leona engages on either Sivir or Karma, they have a lot of option for disengaging. But
and it, yeah.
But Leona, she's just gonna go all in, and if she doesn't survive that first damage from Sivir and Karma, she's dead.
Yeah, and Sivir has those double buffs handed to him by Volibear. Shahir being annoying to Volibear and gets the
Dark
Dark.
Heart.
Highlighting every on Volibear. Xavier to get 3 dragons. Xavier's picking up the first dragon of the game. Pregame.
Just take a look at how much the difference in CS is in the top lane. Set denying Garen as much CS as possible. 20 to 42. Making him farm under turrets.
Ooh, they're gonna all in and
And silence. The Zed couldn't get his W up because of the silence. Goes down.
Well played by the Garen. Things again looking
A summoner has
not too good
disconnected.
for STC in the early game.
A summoner has disconnected. A summoner has disconnected. A summoner has reconnected. A summoner has reconnected. A summoner has reconnected. A summoner has disconnected. A summoner has reconnected.
Noodle. And we're back. So, yeah, Savior's looking very powerful this early game. But we still haven't seen full engage from STC side, so we can't tell who actually is winning this. The gold difference is just over a 1k gold lead for Saviors. That misses his face breaker. Okay, here for it. Yeah, but Seth still has a CS difference on Garen. What do you think of that?
I think the kill that he got earlier on the set would lessen that difference quite a bit, but Gan needs to be able to farm one way or another.
Ooh, Karen's at bot lane. Karthus ulting. This is a 1-for-1 trade. The junglers both going down on each side. Trundle trying to 1v1 this set.
Never falter.
Ooh, Ashe missing a lot of CS under turret. That's a double for Garen now.
Yeah, and the difference in CS has come down to less than 20. But he has 2 kills and an assist, so I think quite well at the moment.
Yeah, the CS difference right now is non-existent almost. I think Saviors are going to pick up this Rift Herald too. Maybe they were aware of Volibear being on the top side, so they decided against it. And the Ravager 17 making his way to the bot side again. Ooh, and Shahir might be in danger now as he goes down to Alfonso with that ignite. I don't know how Volibear survived that, probably from his ult. Which leaves Saviors to take this dragon.
Karthus gets caught, but Garen takes Volibear very low, so now Saviors can contest.
Teleport from Shahir.
Teleporting back in. Ashe almost has Sivir. Instead of teleporting in, Dragon is on the table. And now just a 5v2 over here. Zed just about manages to live. And the Leona goes down. So even though STC managed to catch on Karthus, they lose the dragon and they lose the first match of the fight.
Rift Herald goes to the Saviors.
This would be top tier for the Saviors. Standing still for years.
Yeah, that's the combo of Leona and Ash shown right there.
Shahir rarely misses his cue.
Baldur still yeah, he wastes his ult over there.
Bit of a dance over there, bot lane with backing.
I think Seth has the upper hand here.
Yeah, he has a level lead on Garen.
And once that Blade of the Ruined King is complete, I think it will be much easier for him to 1v1 that Garen. As well as the Trundle.
Ooh, trying to go in on the Karthus. Trundle at the top side, Seth has no idea. He has no ult either. So he's going down. Ooh, but Volibear's here too. The game looks fairly even at this point.
Definitely.
But Alfonso still has Karthus ult. I wonder if he'll use it for this fight that is ensuing. Now, oh, but Samer goes down. Ooh, and the fight is won by Static. They're gonna get this dragon.
It was almost an ace. It was an ace, and Karma respawned.
Yeah, I think they were smart enough to not fight on Karthus. Karthus does a lot of damage even when in death with his passive. I think in that fight, if Alfonso started the fight with the Karthus ult and then went in, it would have been better for Static. But they did come out on top.
This outfit makes total sense. Just look closer and think about it less.
Not much of a goal lead even after that team fight.
Ooh, Sabers go in on Sivir again. That stun into stun into stun from Volibear, Leona, and Ashe proving to be quite difficult to handle for Saviors. Noodle, if that kept happening to you, what would you have done? Ooh, Garen blocked by minions, he might go down here. And he will go down to A to Z, 1v1.
Played up the ranking right there.
Had to get the rip throw, but Rondo and Karma tried to run down the pad.
No. Let's wait for Ashe this time. But almost getting the kill on top.
Zed shows up.
Gets the kill on
back and Zed. Zed takes down Rondo as well. Karma's getting engaged on in mid lane. Action all over the map. And Static seems to come out ahead.
A lot of engage from Static. Very aggressive plays for Static.
It all stemmed from A to Z getting that kill on Garen 1v1 at top lane. And then going bot lane to get some more kills.
Getting him from 0-3 to 3-4.
But this looks like an interesting game. The gold seems very even. Almost 2k gold lead by Static.
At 20 minutes we go with even more distribution. Which team do you think has a more favorable circumstance right now?
Right now, I think it's the mid game. Ashe has a couple of items, and I think Static will come out ahead at this point.
But they're getting caught again in that chain.
It definitely looks like Static is much more tankier than the damage that the Saviors can deal out. So we get a single item. Dive from bot lane, kill the Savior and Karma. Combo comes in, gets the revenge kills. Always comes in on the Trundle and they turn it back on him. And it's a 3-4-1 trade at bot lane.
I love Static being this proactive. It's their only win condition, I think, is to be proactive, and he flashes his level 7 mastery after getting that kill on Garen.
Static is winning out on all the trades.
And suddenly there's a 4.5k goal lead. That's Static.
They're gonna get the dragon too. Trundle still in base. But Ashe at top lane could be a problem. Everyone making their way to the dragon pit now. Static starting off dragon. I don't think they're going to contest this. But Trundle's on his way. Does Trundle try to get it? Trundle gets it, but he will give up his life for that. Shahir trying to be there, but ooh, Set with that huge damage. Catching off.
Just before dying and his ult gets cancelled. That is a
This
huge...
might game changer.
It's a huge fight win for Static, and they're gonna get the Baron now. looked like Saviors were feeling the pressure to make a play. But diving in front of Baron completely backfired on them.
Like, Karthus wants to die in the middle of the fight, but Set can just take him away and make him die somewhere else where it's safer for them to fight. That's big brain plays right there by A to Z. We can see that most of the players on Static have a bounty on them, with the most being Alphonse. He has 8 kills, but A to Z might be caught out. Face breakers, trying to make his way, trying to make time for his team to show up. Chao here gets caught, gets killed off. And that Volibear looks huge. Kondo might get caught, he goes down. And so does Fiver after. Garen trying to pull 1 kill out, and he does, but that's an absolute win for Static. They're going to push in this turret. Ashe again flashing his level 7 mastery.
A summoner has disconnected.
And we go into pause time. Not as much as pause time as we had last game, but still pause time nonetheless.
A summoner has reconnected.
I think the players are ready to play or getting back into this game. The situation looks really bad for Saviors. What do you think, Noodle? Can Saviors pull back into this game?
I think this game is almost done for the Saviors. They're at a 10k gold deficit.
But a loss over here means that Saviors are out of this tournament, which is quite sad.
A summoner has disconnected.
Sadman, do you think that Saviors can come back into this game?
I think there's very little chance for them to come back into this game.
What do you think their winning conditions are?
Their winning conditions would have been if the Karthus got an early lead. They could have played around him. He could have dished out a lot of damage in team fights. We see that in every team fight he's getting zoned out by the set, and he's basically doing nothing in terms of damage to the other team. So basically the winning conditions would have been if Shahir got some kills or kills in the early stages of the game. Right now, I don't think there is a chance for them to come back at this game.
Great analysis by Gamma. I agree with you completely. I think the situation is too bad for Saviors to damage control right now. And Static might just run away with this game. We're gonna just take this tower and back off. Shothair wanted a few Dark Harvest heads from that, and he does get some. And Static is going to reset. The Dragon's gonna be up in about 2 minutes. Gamma, do you feel sad that we can't see any chins anymore?
The games that I was casting with Zo earlier, we saw one game where the Jhin was picked and the other game where the Jhin was banned. And I've seen like throughout this tournament a lot of Jhin picks and bans I've been there, and no, I was actually happy for the tournament to be so much priority given to Jin.
Is Jin your favorite champion?
Yeah.
Ooh, when Sando gets caught in his own jungle, he might go down. He killers himself. Set also getting caught, but their team is there. Oh, their wrong team. And he goes down, but they engage on Karma. Saber might go down too, but Karma gets killed off first. Ash flashes away, and they limp away from this fight. Dragon gonna be up in 30 seconds. Ooh, and Omega Wolfpack wants the Karthus, knows that he has no flash. Alphonse, he flashes in. Karthus is going to live, not for long. Garen might be caught too.
Spell shield by the Saber.
Ooh, but Alphonse gets the kill with the Karthus Steel ult.
Do you think Silas is dealing more damage with Karthus' ult than Karthus himself?
Of course, he has a death cap on his. Kondo might get caught trying to be a cheeky, trying to get a cheeky steal on it, and Alphonse takes him down.
Static running in to end the game now.
Everything turns back on Garen.
Leona goes down to that Karthus ult. Takes back off from this. Baron going to be up in a minute. They should start getting vision around it, so they can have one more win condition. Do you know something that's sad, Gamma?
What's that?
I didn't get that Volibear skin. It was given for free, right?
It was, yeah.
Even though I owned Volibear before this tournament.
Was it a bug, glitch, or something?
Yeah, no, I was just taking a break from the league, and I had to log in to get that skin, and I didn't. So.
Oh.
That F in the chat. Cat is gonna get this Baron. Easily smited by Volibear. They look to head up at top lane. Garen might be caught. Meanwhile, at mid lane, A to Z pushing in. That's the thing about Garen. He can just run away from a lot of things, and they wasted too much on him. Try to get this tower. Ooh, he didn't get the ult off, but he gets the kill on Ash. I mean, Sivir, sorry. And Static ends it off of that. So Static comes up ahead on this series, best of 3. And they're going to the next round while Saviors gets knocked out of this tournament.
Very well.
Congrats.
A to Z!
Very well played game by Static over here. Savior's got a small lead early game. They had some control, but they could not translate that and snowball that into the mid game. And since the mid game, Static kept making all the plays, getting all the objectives, and they just cleanly closed out the game.
Yeah, that was well played by Static, and bad luck for Saviors. Static understood their winning conditions, and it was their bot lane. The Ashe Leona combo seemed too strong, and they got them ahead, and they ran away with this game. Karth is dealing out a lot of damage, but Alphonse had the most damage in this game. He used that Karth assault more effectively in a way. Shahir missing out one ult, which might have caused them the game. And with that, we're going to close down this stream. Thank you for everyone tuning in. And that's the end of today's lower bracket matches. And we'll be back with tomorrow's game.
Follow our pages on Facebook, Instagram, where we will post what times the games tomorrow's will be, so you can tune in tomorrow. Who are we seeing in tomorrow's match?
We're not certain.
Actually, there is no match on tomorrow, but DJ Vagabonds might want to play a game tomorrow against Static Tribe. So if that happens, we'll let you know.
Okay.
So stay tuned through Instagram and Facebook. We'll let you guys know. And if not, then the match will be played on August 2nd.
All right.
All right. Well, I hope there's a game tomorrow.
It says mutants for me. How are you still